Okay, so just reloading YouTube here. And yep, so that seems like it's working. I can see. So give me a second. Let me load up.
What is
Okay,
the quality like?
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It'll get better over time, like as it buffers. So we should be fine. Okay, so Instagram is also going now. Okay, so Instagram is because it's a mobile, it's a little cut off, but we'll deal with that later. So we could just leave it for now, and we'll handle that another time. So apologies to the Instagram people, but this is just a test. And I'm gonna start X. So X is starting now. Let me confirm that it's working. Just a moment. Okay, X is also working. Here we go. Perfect. And maybe we'll give it a moment I just want to make sure that it buffers. Let me test the sound. Yep, sound is good. Great. Okay, so that's working pretty good. All right, yeah, so this is a test of the live stream. We are just gonna quickly go over Sol USD and Tetsuo USD. Remember, this is just a test before we do the official stream tomorrow, January 1st at New York Open, approximately 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, go ahead and take it away.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So let's have a look at the Solana market, the crypto market, and see what's happening with it. As usual, I think today being our first trial, I'm not gonna bore you all too much, but the way I trade or the way I analyze the chart, I look at the high time frame first. So we're gonna be looking at the high time frame and we'll go down to the lower time frame. So looking on the left, you can see I have my weekly chart. Now, if you've been trading for a while, you should understand that the high time frame is everything. That is where you should start all your analysis from. So on the weekly chart, we can see that the market is actually bullish and this whole move to the downside is just a retracement. Now, the way I trade, like I said, is mostly from the high time frame perspective. That's the one that I look at first, and then I'll take it down to the lower time frame. Some people might see this as a bearish market right now, but it's actually not bearish. It's still bullish long term. So this will be considered for me as a pullback, and then it will resume going up again. Okay. So where we are right now, I'm actually considering that price should be turning around to continue going up. Okay. Price should be turning around to go up. So I'm watching on the lower time frame over here for a confirmation for price to resume going up. Now, I haven't got that yet. So I'm actually still waiting. Last week, I was considering that they might confirm and go up from this candle. Let me maximize that. I was expecting them to use this candle, right, to confirm that we're going up, but that wasn't the case. Because from the weekly perspective, I wanted them to take out that previous week low. If they had taken out that previous week low, which is the 16th of December's low, then I would have expected them to go up this week. But since they did not take out that low, which is this one here, I was expecting them to take that low out first and then start moving higher, but they've not taken it out. So, and in the future, I'll be, talking about why I look for things like that. But for today, it's just a quick analysis. So I was expecting them to take out this low and then go up. On the daily time frame, if they had taken that, it would have given me confidence in actually looking for the continuation to the upside. All right, but that didn't happen. So like I said, I'm gonna be waiting for price to show me that it wants to go up. Now on the lower time frame, which is the H4, there has been some nice quick in and out trades. If you are the sort of person that trades short term, there was some nice in and out trades in here. But for long term, I prefer the confirmation on the daily time frame. So on the daily, I wanted them to go for this low. Once they've taken out that one, then price will resume going up. But that hasn't happened yet. This morning, I was watching this down candle for them to find support and then go up, which is similar to um, the next pair that we will talk about. But for a nice quick in and out trade, this pullback here was a nice buy to go up here and then potentially taking out this high as well. Now, I'm watching Bitcoin because Bitcoin looks like it wants to go back up. So looking at Bitcoin, if we're able to close the way it's showing right now, then it might have potential to go up, which then can show some willingness to push Solana up as well. But I personally would like to see them take out this low first. So maybe a sharp move to the downside to take out anybody that's long, and then we reject and go higher. That's what I'll be looking for. But if Bitcoin confirms that it's going up, then I will look for certain things on Solana to give me a confirmation, especially if we can stay above previous week high, okay, on a daily basis. If the daily time frame can close above the previous week high, then I'll be, looking for a continuation to the upside. Now let's look at this pair. I always struggle to mention the name. um, it's
Tetsuo.
that
Tetsuo.
Tetsuo. Yeah, that's it. So yesterday I was actually looking at this, and I had this last down candle. Now, from the weekly time frame perspective, because that's where I derive my bias from. From the weekly time frame perspective, I think this move to the downside was a buy from some big investors that came in that wanted to take this thing up. And they've actually confirmed by breaking above here. And yesterday we were looking at this pair, and I was telling my colleague that if they can go above this down candle, then yes, we will be seeing a continuation to the upside. And this was where I didn't want them to break. So had they broken this down candle, then I won't say it's bearish because it's a new coin. And since it's new, it's still in a phase of accumulation, right? The phase where most people are trying to buy as much as they can. So it's still very cheap. But had they gone through this, then it will go into a phase of accumulation again. Since they didn't do that, I will consider this whole consolidation here as the phase of accumulation, and price will now start moving higher. Now, for more buyers to come in, I want to see them go above this down candle, this one here on the weekly time frame. I want to see price just go above it, not necessarily close above it, but just trade above it. If they're able to trade above it, then we'll be looking at, I think I did some projection. Let me do the projection again. So if they can't go above that down candle, Then we'll be looking at um 0.6, 0.067. That'll be the next upside objective. If they can go above the down candle here, then 0.6764, 0.06764, that will be the next upside objective. With a partial, if someone is, day trading it or short-term trading it, they can take partial at these fib levels, which is the 127 extended and then the 168 extended as potential partial profit levels. So that's basically what this one is currently doing. Apart from that, there were a few coins that for the last, I think, 2 months I've been tracking. AVAX is one of them, which has potential to go up to 65 and above this high. The next one was
If I could just
GRT.
mention something, I really like AVAX tech. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty much when I saw it going up was here. And I have some friends that actually trade um, crypto. They day trade it and then they kind of invest in it as well. So I saw it down here. That was on the 4th of November. And I gave it to them to basically buy it. So
Nice.
they had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of nice move to the upside, including GRT that was also down here.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
And then I think it was VET. That one just exploded to the upside.
Yeah,
Again,
very
I
nice.
was down here. So when I'm looking at the market, I look at it from a high time frame perspective, right? A weekly and monthly perspective. And then I can see what the big money is trying to do. I know most of the concept that I use is, Forex and indices based, but my understanding of the market is pretty much how the candlesticks actually move. It's not it's not fixed to any asset class. It's just seeing how these candlesticks move. So it works on anything. It's not just Forex. So if I can see the same patterns happening on a crypto, then that's what's going to happen. So in future, probably I'll share how I do it. And if anybody wants to learn, they can also do it for themselves.
Yeah, super excited.
Yeah, so there'll be lots of things coming. I think um, looking at the crypto market, when you look at the higher time frame, you will know that there's a lot of bullishness that is going to come in. I'm pretty sure that because of where Bitcoin is currently trading at, most of them are going to resume going higher. Looking at this consolidation that happened uh, from a 3 months perspective, whew, I think the last time I checked it, we are going to, let me see. Yeah, so the same thing that I did with, is it, I forgot the name again. Remind me.
Tetsuo.
Tattoo, yeah. What I
Yes.
did with tattoo right now, right? If you look at the same analogy that I gave, this is on a 12 months perspective, right? 12-month time frame. And you can see that the same down candle that was used in accumulating, which is the buying, right? If I go back, let me go back to, um, let me put it side to side so you can understand. Symbol, let's put this one here and put this on the weekly, just to show what I mean by what I see is just chart space, not anything else. You can see we have this up candle, right? And you have a big down candle. Same thing here. You have this big up candle and then the down candle. Once price was able to go above this high, see how far price went. So when I'm targeting, then I do the projection from this down candle to here, and then I project it to the upside, which will then give me those levels that I was mentioning on Tatsuo, which is where Bitcoin currently, the projection is going to take us to 1,200 and 123,000. That's where I think it's going. But this would be just a temporary uh, level that price will kind of react to. So the same thing is what this Tatsuo is going to do once we go above this down candle. And you can see it's similar, right? Maybe this candle can do that
And
because
if
we
I part of my interruption as well, but they from the fundamental perspective also, like there's so much happening in terms of what's being built and the technology being released. So very exciting as well.
yeah, yeah. And from what I said, looking at the same pattern, this is on a weekly, but this is on a yearly, right? So you could
Yeah. Wow.
saying that this is gonna do the same, something like that.
Amazing.
That's how interesting price is.
Yeah, it's super it's like super fractal, right?
Yes. And in future, I'll talk more about that because if you understand fractals, it's game over.
Yeah.
Once you understand what fractals is and how you can actually see it, it's game over. Because that's basically what I do. I trade fractals. So what I'm showing you here, I could be doing the same thing on a H4, right? So if you look at this chart, we have this up candle, we have this down candle. The moment that down candle was traded above there, you can project that to the upside and then see the same thing, right? Once they traded above the down candle, price went to the 127, it went to the 168, and then it went to the 2.
Man, I'm just tempted to install a soundboard so like every time you call like something sweet like this, I could just like make a sound effect like boom, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Once you see
Yeah,
price from a fractal, perspective, it's pretty cool. And that's the same thing. That's the same thing that I used to call all the pairs that I showed you earlier. On AVAX, it was the same thing. Um, GRT, it was the same thing because I was seeing that accumulation candle, which was all this movement to the downside was accumulation. So if that is accumulation, then price is gonna reject and go higher. So
amazing.
nice things coming up. Nice things coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm super excited to this is just a test for us. Like we're just testing the stream, making sure that everything's good for tomorrow morning for the New York session. And shortly after, we're going to be plugging in the portal, which hasn't really been seen by anyone for quite a while. But yeah, we've been doing this since 2016 and working together for a long time. Super excited to get everyone on board. And yeah, really looking forward to it. Our gold trader is also going to start doing very focused analysis on XAU, USD, and a couple of other commodities as well. And we also are planning to get coverage, almost pretty much 24/7 coverage for every market open. Mr. IT Trader here is going to hang on to the New York session for now, unless he decides to do so otherwise. And yeah, we'll be sending updates as we go, releasing the portal and as well as the machine learning, Web3. Everything is getting assembled and properly packaged for everybody. So stay tuned.
Perfect, perfect. I'm excited. I'm excited because with all this understanding of the market, I need an outlet to,
Yeah.
use it to because I have I can look at the market and then know where it's going, but then most of the time I'm not trading it, right? So if I'll be here sharing what it's trying to do and anybody can take advantage of it, then everybody's happy.
Yeah.
So we will see you all tomorrow for
Yeah.
the actual live session. And then you can come with any questions that you have. I'm here to answer any question that you have. And there's a lot of good stuff coming because we are going to
Yeah.
learn a lot as well.
And yeah, we'll also do an AMA space on X shortly after, just to kind of go over any questions. DM us on X at Forex Lens, and we'll, if you want to be a speaker, that way we can do everything professionally. And yeah, looking forward to tomorrow morning, and we'll be consistently going live starting tomorrow morning every weekday. And I don't know about weekends. We might do something. We'll see.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So we'll see you all tomorrow for our official live session then.
All right, everyone. Take care.
All right.